Chol Hamoed, where many children for the first time gathered with others, and parents had tremendous chizuk. There was a parent that I know that I was afraid was a little embarrassed that I was there, and the parent in the middle of the singing came up and put his arm around me and started to cry. What an amazing thing that this Chol Hamoed event, if you will, Kumzitz, brought everybody together and gave everybody a little bit chizuk. Because it's so important. For the first time, the children came out of their own world. Those kids that are not exactly neurologically exact like all of us and our children and others, they're a little different. And maybe a little different in some of their habits. And maybe sometimes they hurt themselves a little bit. And maybe sometimes they're not able to do everything that we wish that they could do. But the children are little tzaddikim and noshim tzidkoniyos. And therefore, something like this Chol Hamoed outing and everything else that's being done by the Parent Speaks organization is something that's the Akara Metzias, because it gives the gift that you and I have sitting here this evening over to the children, to the little children that deserve it the most. Mipi Oilulim V'Yonkim. Take a look at the end of Slichas. Aseh Laman Tinoika Shel Beis Rabban. Give a chance to the children. It's worth millions and millions. So the parents came in from that Chol Hamoed outing, and they brought their little child. And something happened that I hope never ever happens, but it does happen. You see somebody who counsel, your family comes into you, a fatzorat the family, and you hope that nobody sees them when they're coming in or when they're going out. Well, there was someone in there beforehand, and the family came in, and the child was a little bit rambunctious, and he was wearing a helmet. The reason he wears a helmet is because he cannot control it. Sometimes he bangs his head. In order to protect him, he wears a helmet. The man that was sitting in the office did not understand 100%. So he sees the child come in and says, "Oh, you must be a great cyclist. Your bicycle." The mother said, "No, he does not have a bicycle. He's a very honest person." So then what's he wearing a helmet for if he doesn't have a bicycle? Have a motorcycle out there? So I explained to the father. And the mother says, That's okay, Rebbe. I'll explain it to him. She explained was masber, autism, to that man sitting down. I never heard such an explanation, such a hasbara. I was deeply moved myself. No shame, but pride. Gomel ish chesed k'mifaloi. Noisen l'rosho k'rishosoi. The Eitz Chaim says that what does it mean, noisen, that Hashem Yisborach gives us k'mifaloi? That means you give a little bit money tonight. Give a little bit more than a little bit. K'mifaloi means you will not just get the schar of the money that you get, that you give, but rather you're going to get the schar k'mifaloi. It's going to go and provide for children, for little boys and for little girls, and bigger boys and bigger girls. And it's going to help them to feel a part of everything. And it's going to give their parents chizuk. And it's going to give them a little respite and a little relief from their daily tirdis and daigas. And it'll give them chizuk. You see the children dancing. And a little boy in the wheelchair driving around at that Chol Hamoed event and at all the other events during the year. And you see the one moment of chizuk, and you know k'mifaloi. He'll have a lifetime. He'll remember back. He'll see the picture on the wall, and he'll remember that night the Novominsker Rebbe, that Reb Chaim, that Reb Hillel, and everyone else came and danced together with him. He'll remember it. K'mifaloi. Can you put a price tag? Is there a shavius that you can put to that simcha that the child will have, or the family that'll take them from Chol Hamoed Sukkos to Chol Hamoed Pesach and beyond? You can't put a shavius on that. It's an impossibility. K'mifaloi. You want a good investment? Here is more than 100%. It's 1,000 million% return, because it's k'mifaloi. When you're sleeping at night, your money's working for you. On Chol Hamoed Pesach, your money's working. On Purim, your money's working. When that hotline rings in the house and they answer at 2 o'clock in the morning, everyone here, k'mifaloi. Your money is working. It's difficult today. I can tell you maybe more than anyone in this room, and I can say that. Money is difficult, especially today. Rebbe Umari, Rav Avigdor Miller, Zecher Tzadik Livrocha, said one interesting pshat. He said, Moshe Rabbeinu, B'dei